What's up guys, this is Nick. I'm Soul Channel's cameraman and video editor. For the future food trip videos, I will be narrating the history and the story of each place Soul-chan and the crew visited. Please enjoy this new format and let's get this video started. For this episode, we'll be traveling around the Andalusia region, which is in the southern part of Spain. Because it's close to North Africa, this region is rich in multicultural traditions from Romans, Arabs, Jews, and Christians. For the first spot, we're heading to the town of Cordoba.
What's up guys, this is Soul-chan. 皆さん調子どうですかということでですね、私は今アンダルシア地方のコルドバに着きました。ここはですね、歴史がある街並みで、建造物とかもすごくいいですし、なんて言ってもね、食べ物にもすごく歴史があって、今日お昼食べるのはね、牛のオクステールの煮込み料理なんですけども、ここをですね散策して、また街の中心地の方にも行きたいなと思います。この街を楽しみたいと思います。さと
For the first meal in Cordoba, we just had to have the oxtail stew. And that's why we arrived here in El Caballo Rojo, which literally means red horse, as you can see on the logo up there. This place has been in business for over 60 years. In the past, they've hosted many famous people, including a former Japanese emperor, as shown in the picture here. Their dishes are based on traditional Cordoban cuisines, which includes the culinary heritages of Romans, Arabs, Jews, and Christians. The combination of influences has given special and unique cuisines that can only be found here in Cordoba. For example, the oxtail stew that we are here for originates from a Roman dish. We're also here for the ajo blanco, or also called the white gazpacho. It is a cold soup with mixture of almonds, garlic, and either green apples or melon. Because it's a cold soup, it's perfect for the summer refreshments. And here's what we came here for. This is oxtail stew. The meat is slow cooked in wine-infused tomato sauce, so the meat is extremely tender. The meat falls right off the bone, and the sauce is infused with all the meat juices during the cooking process, and has a very complex depth of flavor. It also comes with fries, which soaks up all the sauce so you don't waste any of the delicious flavor. This is definitely a must-eat if you're in Cordoba. To finish everything up, we had avocado for dessert, which is ice cream smothered in coffee or espresso. Now with our bellies full, let's go and explore the town. Much like the cuisines, the Cordoban culture has been influenced from many different traditions, one of them being the leatherwork. In the 7th century, sophisticated leatherwork was introduced to Cordoba by the Arabs. With more influences from other cultures, Cordoba eventually developed its own style. Cordoba leather is renowned for its beautiful embossed leather with vibrant colors. You'll also see the presence of different cultures in the town itself. For example, this mosque, which was built in 785 and was converted into cathedral in 1236. It is the only mosque cathedral in the world and it has become a symbol of Cordoba. When it was converted to a cathedral by the Reconquista, only the exterior was changed. Thus, the interior still remains in the original mosque design, which was built in the 1st century and it has gone through a few renovations, but the original design has remained the same. These are just few examples of the rich multicultural aspects of Cordoba. After a little sightseeing, we decided to grab a quick bite. We decided on this little cafe right here along the street. We ordered the pan con tomate, which is toast with olive oil and tomato. It also came with chopped Iberic ham. The gentle sourness of the tomato and the sweetness of the Iberic ham created a perfect combination. After the quick bite at the cafe, we were looking for a sweet snack and we stumbled upon this candy apple. Another place we decided to check out is this bar called Bar Santos. This place is renowned for their gigantic potato omelet, and here it is. It's got some good weight to it, weighing around 5 kilograms or 11 pounds. It's literally 3 times Soul-chan's head. Now we're heading out to Granada and taking the highway N432. This highway is one of the most popular scenic routes in Spain. as you can enjoy the views of the mountain ranges throughout the drive. Also around the regions of the highway is renowned for their olive oil production. Approximately 40% of the world's olive oil is produced in this region. We stopped by a town called Luque to see the olive oil production. As you can see here, these are the stone mills that was used to grind the olives and then extract the oil. We checked out the stores nearby and found all kinds of olive products. From olive oil to olive cream, everything was made out of olives. Our next stop on our way to Granada is Montefrio. As you can see here, all the buildings and houses in this town is all white. Because of that, Montefrio has been given a nickname, the White Village. Up on the hill on the right, you can see the village on a higher vantage point. From this view, you can see all the white houses and buildings, and you can see why this town is called the White Village. From this vantage point, you can see on the hill the remains of a fortress. The fortress was built by the Moors in the 15th century. This view is considered as the top 10 views of the world by National Geographic. Also on the hill is a naturally grown olive trees. As mentioned before, this region is a natural habitat for olives. After 2.5 drive down south from Cordoba, we have now arrived to the town of Granada. We're planning on staying in Granada for a few days, and for today we're heading out to the mountains to see something really special. From the city to the mountain is a quick 15-minute drive, but as we get closer to the mountains, the roads get more and more narrow. After a quick drive, we've arrived at our destination. Now let's hear from Sochan on the reason why we are here up in the mountains.
はい、ということでね、グラナダの方にやってきました。アンダルシア地方のグラナダで、今からですね、有名なフラメンコを見るんですけども、見ながら食事っていうことで、じゃあフラメンコを見ますか。基本的にグラナダのこの山の方に住んでる人たちっていうのは土地がないんで、全て洞窟の奥に家を掘り込んでいくんですね。これ実際にここで生活してる人のお家なんですけど、基本的に洞窟なんですよね。こうわかります？洞窟です。でクーラーかけてないんですけど、めちゃめちゃ涼しいんですよ。かっこいいっすね。こっちも部屋がありますね。ここでお食事をするそうですよ。
This cave used to be a residence, but it is now a cafe that overlooks the town of Granada. This is a view from the cafe. You can see the houses in the foot of the mountain, as well as further down the horizon, you can see the Alhambra Palace. Further into the cave, there's a flamenco stage where it's likely the place where flamenco was born. Historically, these caves are known for the birthplace of flamenco. These caves were first inhabited by Romanis in the mid-15th century. Romanis are nomads from northern India that migrate to Andalusia. Thus, flamenco's roots are in Indo-Pakistani dances. Later, these Romanis would be exposed to Arabic musical cultures. By 18th century, the mix of these cultures would eventually form flamenco.
Que yo cogía y repasaba.
ということでですね、今フラメンコを見終わりました。僕フラメンコ全然知らなくて人生初だったんですけど、何も知識も感情もなく無で入っていったんですけど、大好きになりました めちゃくちゃ良かったですね。何が良かったって結局あれソウルだと思うんですよ。内部の感情をこう外に出すっていう、人それぞれ見せ方が全然違って、音楽で何言ってるか分かんないんですけども、顔見ればねその人の表情、悲しい顔、嬉しい顔、そうですはにかんだ顔、そして感情を殺してる笑顔だったりとか、なんか複雑なところでまた力強いタップ、結局人ですよ。音、環境関係ない、もう人、どれだけ自分を表現出すか、もう虜になる感じ、勉強になりました。すごい、あれはねソウルですね。
After the flamenco show, we headed back to town. For tomorrow, we'll be going to different bars and tapas to try out the local cuisine. For today, we're going to bar hopping all day and trying out different drinks and local cuisines in Granada. In many of these Spanish bars, they have these hams hanging on the walls, which fills the bar with a distinctive sweet acorn scent. This bar first opened in 1927, so it's closing in on its 100th anniversary. In an old school Spanish bar, the wine barrels are placed right behind the bar counter, and they serve you drinks straight from the barrel, just like this. We ordered some food and we started off with the Iberic ham. At this bar, they have a brand called Joselito, which is a premier Iberic ham brand, which is only served in very select few bars. The ham is cured for 36 months and it has a soft, creamy texture that melts in your mouth. We also ordered some samplers that pair perfectly with our drinks. I think the Spanish has perfected the idea of food paired with alcohol, as these foods have flavors like the sweetness of the Iberic ham or the saltiness of the blue cheese that pairs well with the bitterness of the alcohol. And because of that, everybody's enjoying the food and drink and having a great time, which is the most important part of a bar. It's still in the afternoon, so we decided to head back to our hotel and take a quick break. This is the Hotel Alhambra Palace. As the name suggests, the hotel is located just 5 minutes walk from the actual palace. They have a terrace where you can enjoy a beautiful sunset while overlooking the town. The mountain range here is called the Sierra Nevada Mountain Range, which is named origin of the Sierra Nevada Mountains between California and Nevada. After recovering from a food coma from the last bar, we headed straight to the next bar. And here's our next stop. This place is more of a modern style bar with the old-fashioned feel to it. This bar had an Estrella beer on tap, which is a beer that is distilled in the neighboring region of Murcia. This is Steve Singh. He's a super tour coordinator in Andalusia who took us around all these delicious bars. Like any bar in Andalusia, there always will be Iberic ham hanging on the walls. No matter how many times we have it, we can never get enough of it. But we didn't want to fill up our stomachs too much, so we just had one servings and headed to the next bar. For the next spot, we decided to switch it up and try out some seafood. This place was highly recommended from our guide, and as you can see from the window, you can see all the awards that was won by this bar. Because Andalusia is part of the coast of Alboran Sea, it brings in freshly caught seafood on a daily basis. They also have a huge collection of local wines, but we decided to get gin and tonic here. The seafood dishes were very simple, so you can enjoy the deliciousness of each ingredient. It's amazing how you can enjoy the taste of the land and the sea in this region, and the places we went is just a small sample size of the amazing local eats.
ということで、スペインのグラナダの旅が今日で終わりました。スペインをバルセロナ、マドリード行ったんですけど、あんまり感じれなくて、どこがなんかスペイン感じるとこないかなと思ったんですけど、コルドバからグラナダへの道にオリーブの ありましたよね。もう畑というか山というか、あれを見た時にスペインだと。やっぱり街中でもね皆さん、陽気に楽しんでる姿を見るとなんかスペインいいなと。でちなみにね今ね夜の9時です、空は晴天感覚がおかしくなっちゃうんですよね。だいたいね9時半から10時手前ぐらいに日が沈むんですよ。夜の10時ぐらいから、夜の店は、入り出すお店をで、ピークを迎えて12時1時2時ぐらいに店が、閉まると。やっぱ日照時間が変わるとですねやっぱり、生活ライフスタイルも変わるんだなということを感じた楽しい旅でした。バイバイ。
We headed west from Granada to a town called Ronda, and we're here to see the history of bullfighting. But before that, we wanted to take a quick break and get some coffee. Although bullfighting dates all the way back to the Roman times, Ronda is considered as one of the pillars of modern bullfighting, which emerged in the 18th century. Bullfighting in Spain could be traced back all the way to the Middle Ages. In 1572, Felipe II founded the Ronda Royal Riding School, with one of the games involving handling your bulls while on a horseback. As you can see here, these are the facility used to practice horse riding, as well as stables for the horses. But in the 18th century, bullfighting on foot took over the popularity over the bullfighting on horseback, thus creating the modern style of bullfighting. The boom of bullfighting eventually led Ronda to build its first bull ring in 1785. With the new bull ring, it was a perfect moment for a star to emerge. And there's no star that has had a significant impact on bullfighting than Pedro Romeo. Romeo retired after fighting over 5,000 bulls and never getting a scratch. This bull ring is said to be one of the oldest and largest in the world, but that fact is somewhat true and somewhat false. There is no doubt that this is the oldest bull ring made out of entirely of stone, but not the oldest. It only seats around 5,000 people, which is a fraction of seats compared to the bull rings like in Madrid. What they mean by the largest is the ring itself, which is around 66 meters or 216 feet in diameter. Nonetheless, there is no doubt about the historical significance of this bull ring and the bullfighting culture Ronda has had on the modern bullfighting. In the museum, there are historical artifacts like the matador's clothes, or as they are called, suits of light, as well as posters and art of bullfightings that occurred here in this bull ring. The town of Ronda is built on top of a valley and is split in two sections and is connected by a single bridge called Puente Nuevo, which means new bridge in Spanish. Despite the name, the construction of the bridge began in 1759 and took 34 years to build, eventually finishing it up in 1793. In a much more recent event, in 2013, Ronda hosted the Gran Turismo 6 European launch event. In the event, the creator of the game, Kazunori Yamauchi, was honored by having a street named after him. We moved back east and arrived at Malaga. And the first place we headed was to the beach. Malaga is renowned as one of the most popular beach resorts in Europe, and over 14 million tourists visit here annually. Now let's hear from So-chan on what our plans are here in Malaga.
マラガに着きましたということでですね、現在私は、スペインの、一番南部の方にある、マラガ。ここはですね、なんとピカソのね生まれた街でも有名ですよね。海岸沿いは、マリーナ・デル・ソル、高級リゾート地ですよね。そういうところに来て、海鮮をいただこうかなと思ってきました。皆様楽しんでいらっしゃるのがなんとも優雅でスペインらしいなと思ってます。いやー最高
Along the beach are rows of outdoor restaurants. They all have open kitchen with open grills, so you don't even have to look at the menu. You could just tell the menu by the delicious smell. Being a beach city, all the seafood here are freshly caught, and because of that, all dishes are simple, so you can enjoy the ingredients as is. With the open kitchen, the lively waiters, and full of customers, the restaurant has such an energetic atmosphere that gets you excited about not only the food, but your time here in Malaga. At this restaurant, payment is done in a unique way where the waiter counts all the plates, adds them up, and writes them down on the table cover, and then you pay on the spot. Much like many places in Andalusia, Malaga is rich in multicultural historical spots, notably Alcazaba, one of the largest Arab forts in Andalusia, as well as a Roman theater. It has also reinvented itself in recent years as an artistic city. With museums like the Carmen Thyssen Museum and the Center of Contemporary Art, you can enjoy all tastes of art here in Malaga. Malaga is also known for the birthplace of Pablo Picasso. In his honor, a museum dedicated to his work opened here in Malaga in 2003. The museum consists of Picasso's paintings and sculptures, as well as his sketchbooks where you can see his creative process. Right across the museum is a statue of Picasso,